the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Thanks for joining us for this Monday on DC News Now at 4. I'm Annalisa Gale. Mark Hall will be joining us later in our shows. We'll get to those top stories in just a few minutes, but first let's take a live look outside. Looking beautiful over in Roslyn. Definitely a fall-like feel today. It's a chilly start to the week here in the DMV. Let's get over to meteorologist Scott Sumner for a look at what to expect for the rest of the day. Hey, Scott.
Hello there, Annalisa. Hello to you on this Monday. Yes, indeed. We are looking at the potential for some showers. Light at that to move on through. Right now, not seeing it, but you do see, again, a lot of overcast conditions here in Roslyn and the district. This is from our rooftop camera. The current temperature outside, it is sitting at 63 degrees. We need to be about 10 degrees warmer to be closer to where we should be for this time early October. And yes, again, mostly cloudy skies are being seen. You're not seeing as many clouds down east. Right now, we're taking a view. I wanted to contradict you and show you a little different view here in the sense that not everywhere is mostly cloudy. We're seeing partly cloudy conditions out towards the east in towards the Annapolis vicinity. So pretty nice there. However, you do note with our radar, satellite radar, there is a front and it's a weak one, but needless to say, it's going to be passing on through here between now and 9 or 10 o'clock this evening. And that's going to produce some scattered showers around the area. It already has produced rain in parts of central Virginia expanding into northern Virginia and also the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. So again, we'll be watching for a chance of that. But once that moves on through and out of here, we go dry Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday. Next opportunity likely kicking in here as we get into the weekend with some more rain. But the evening planner tonight here in the district, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, we go from mostly cloudy skies to partly cloudy skies, and we hold temperatures pretty much into the middle and upper 50s here. So a few passing showers tonight. Slowly warming up by midweek. Clouds and rain are back into the areas I just showed you. And believe it or not, the tropics are still a little bit active. We'll watch that and take a look at that as well. That's all coming up with the full forecast in just a few minutes. Annalisa.
Right now, the death toll in Israel continues to climb as Hamas's attacks intensify. Among the thousands killed in rocket attacks and executions, at least 9 American citizens. Israel has responded in force, launching thousands of rockets of their own, today promising to lay total siege to Gaza. Leaders around the globe pledging their support tonight.
Let me say this as clearly as I can. This is not a moment for any party hostile to Israel to exploit these attacks to seek advantage.
Leaders, however, remain fearful of any retaliation from outside forces in Israel or Gaza, and President Biden is set to meet with European national leaders to discuss next steps as the back and forth attacks continue. Well, this ongoing crisis is also impacting people here at home as well. Our Leonard N. Fleming spoke with a local woman who canceled her trip to Israel amid the violence. We'll hear from him shortly. But first, let's get over to our Dave Laval. He's outside the Israeli embassy here in the district. Dave, what are you hearing from people there?
Well, good afternoon, Annalisa. Things right now pretty quiet here. Earlier, you had supporters of Israel, but not who you'd expect. About 24 Iranian nationals came to condemn both their homeland and Hamas. They're among those who want to see democracy restored in Iran. That nation has been ruled by Islam and Ayatollahs since the late Shah was overthrown in January 1979. Since then, Iran has supported terrorist groups, including Hamas. That organization said over the weekend Iran helped plan Hamas's deadly attack into Israel. The people outside the embassy called for an end to the ruling party in Iran.
They have basically supported these horrible attacks on the people of Israel in their Congress and people out on the streets. And we want to show the world that that's not the case. Iranian peoples, they love Jewish people, people from Israel.
Iranian protesters also criticized President Biden for his decision to release $6 billion in frozen Iranian funds. That money was part of the deal that led to last month's release of 5 Americans held in Tehran. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken on Sunday said Iran has not been able to spend any of that money yet. We're live at the Israeli embassy. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Dave, thank you. And before we let you go, you're outside the Israeli embassy. What's security like outside there right now?
Well, right outside where we're standing, obviously you don't see the security, but just looking to my left, you've got a slew of Secret Service police. The number of officers here has increased throughout the day. You'll also see more DC police. Mayor Muriel Bowser announced on Sunday that security will be increased around embassies, synagogues, places of worships, and as we said, other embassies. It's a similar statement released over the weekend from Montgomery County Police.
All right, Dave, thank you. Well, several airlines are suspending flights heading in and out from Israel after Hamas's attack on the country. American, United, and Delta Airlines have already halted flights to Tel Aviv. The airlines say it will not resume flights from Israel until conditions have improved. They're also providing assistance to customers who need to change their flights. And again, our Leonard M. Fleming spoke with a woman here in the DMV who canceled her flight to Israel because of the attacks. He's joining us from the newsroom now with the latest on her decision. Good afternoon, Leonard.
Good afternoon, Annalisa. Gracie Honey and her wife were scheduled to fly today to Tel Aviv. Now they are sidelined in the United States. Their trip canceled, and they're very concerned about Israel. Gracie Honey and her wife began planning a trip to Israel in the early summer. Honey says their trip with two other friends already in Jordan was to take in all the historic sites in the country now at war. She says she received a call from relatives when Israel was attacked by Hamas, leaving hundreds dead. Here is Gracie Honey on what the now canceled trip to Israel means to her.
I've just always been excited to go to Israel and really just understand the significance and the meaning of what it means for Jewish people to have a homeland, especially, my close friends who mean so much to me. So for me, it was a trip not only of sightseeing and tourism, and also, just getting to take in the beaches and all the beauty of Tel Aviv, but it was also about being able to better connect with my Jewish friends and really understand them on a deeper level.
Their trip was supposed to last today through this Saturday, but obviously that trip has not occurred. Annalisa?
Yeah, Leonard, thanks for that. And before we let you go, is Honey still planning to make this journey at some point?
She definitely wants to make the trip at some point in the future. She says she feels a connection to the Jewish people considering the friends that she has, and she's hoping to make that trip as soon as this conflict is over. Reporting in the newsroom, Leonard and Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
All right, Leonard, thank you. And turning now to Maryland, late this weekend, the United Auto Workers voted down a tentative 5-year contract agreement, leading to a walkout in areas like Hagerstown. DC News Now, Stephen Cohen covers Hagerstown for us. He has the latest on the strike.
Picketers were set up outside the Volvo Mack Trucks plant at sunrise.
I was a machinist and tool and die maker my whole life. I came here and I went on the assembly line. It's a hard job.
Now retired, Tim Wallen was out early Monday morning supporting the United Auto Workers strike for better pay and better health benefits.
I've worked here. I know what it's like to be on an assembly line all day long. It's not easy.
4,000 Mack truck workers in Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Florida are pushing for a 36% pay hike phased in over 4 years. He and his fellow auto workers want concessions on work schedules, safety rules, pensions, and better overtime.
Why would CEOs make $50-some million a year? I mean, and the employees, they make $50,000, $60,000 a year.
Management says to remain competitive with foreign truck builders, it can't meet UAW demands. Along with Mack, strikers are picketing at GM and Ford plants and at the Stellantis plants, which make Jeep their line of vehicles. Standing with the strikers is Congressman David Trone, who represents the district, where Trone is looking to represent the entire state in his bid for the U.S. Senate.
We got two levels of workers in the UAW plants, and we stand with the UAW. We support them fully.
The UAW says the strike is supported by 73% of its rank and file. The union seeks to include electric vehicle battery factories in the new contract. Reporting from Hagerstown, Stephen Cohen, DC News Now.